Hello guys, SweetMX here. I think this is the last ride for this year. It's really cold. As you can see, it is foggy. It just looks it's not a drivable weather. Let's be honest. But hey, the piston is now, how do you say, broken in. I don't know how to say it in English, but the new piston is now done for racing. Why I did that is because I would not race it. I will just keep driving in the woods and just chill with it. Maybe take it on some track with my friend in next year, just for fun, not serious driving at all. So yeah, this is last ride, as I said. I haven't noticed any problems so far with the bike. It's just been, it just starts and go. The only thing I noticed though was when I changed the oil from the old one, from the last previous owner, I noticed that it looked like milk, like a McDonald's milkshake almost. And I looked it up, and there's a high possibility that I have to change, or fix the water pump seal. And but the strange part is, now when I change the oil, and this is about the, what is it, the fourth or fifth drive I've done with the new oil, and I've checked it, and there's no milk. There's just oil. So I don't know what the hell that was. I will keep checking that just in case, it turns milky again. And yeah, I got home the new air filter and the new spark plug just today, so I will be changing that maybe tomorrow. Not today. It's like I said, it's soon dark outside. I better get home very soon before it gets dark, and it's kind of cold outside. It's plus degrees, but not much. So yeah, I mean, in all, it is a complete drivable bike at this moment. Just to round up the order, what I've done with it: changed the oil filter. I have, how do you say it? Changed the coolant, and overall just took a look at it, how it was maintenance, and I cleaned the carb and changed the idle jet to a new one. It was not stock. I believe it was, the main jet was not stock, but the idle jet was stock. So I left it there to be 42. But other than that, I've noticed maybe a couple of things, not that important to, see it as a problem, like the chain. I don't know if you can, put this in the area of bad, but I would say I can definitely feel it on the low RPM when the torque hits. I can definitely hear that rattle about like a rattlesnake. So maybe I will buy a new one. Well, I will, and a new rear sprocket as well. The front sprocket looks really good though, and it's not loose or anything. What else? I took a what do you call it? Metal brush. I don't know how to say it in English. And I took away the outer layer of rust that was starting to grow on the pipe. I will change pipe though. This is a rare case. I know this is happening to two-strokes all the fucking time. Sorry for my language. But I have yet to understand why this can happen to a four-stroke. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a dent in the pipe right here. And as well as under here. How the hell did they manage to get a dent right there? I mean, that is fantastic right there. But I looked up and I found a used part from a store kind of near, a couple of miles at least, that you can buy. You can order it, of course, but I think it was like 850 SEK, Swedish SEK. So it was not that pricey, and it looked like it was whole. It didn't have any dents and rust. So I think I'll buy that too. But in all, it's a really good bike, and I actually today I took my first rip it off the damn foundation power today, and yeah, it hauls ass. It hauls ass. It does. I would say the low RPM power is just about as a 252 stroke. Nothing serious. Well, maybe a tiny bit more, but it is in that area. Is it starting to rain? Please don't. And then mid-range, you can feel it, coming to life. It's like, I don't know what the hell they did to this bike in the early 2000s. It's like trying to mimic two-stroke. It's really weird. I know this sounds really, really weird and probably bullshit to a lot of two-stroke guys, but I bet you haven't tried this bike. So you can't argue against me there. If you're arguing against me there, you have probably only driven or tested an older four-stroke or a modern 450, which has a very linear power band. But I swear, these early, these 426 and the 0304 YZ450, there's just something about them, man. It is... maybe they tried to mimic a two-stroke because back then, two-strokes were still, seen as number one. So they maybe tried to mimic that to get more buyers. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So anyway, then the top power, in the middle it hits, and then you think, oh, now it's gonna die, but it just fucking keeps going. It is one of the most ridiculous goddamn bikes I ever ridden. And to be honest, it's even different from the year before. I had a 2000 Last winter to spring, I had the 2000, and to compare that with this, what the hell did they do? It's even more power. It's the same engine. You know, general speaking, it's 426 cc's, year 2000 and so on. And the 2001 and 2002 model, they're insane, man. They're absolutely insane bikes. The only downfall is, well, I wouldn't call it a downfall, but if you're not used to it, but there is a lot of weight to them in compared to maybe what you're used to. 252 stroke. I would say this is not in that weight, level, so to speak. I think this is. I think the 400, the YZ426F, was like 117 kilos or 118, I don't know. And they managed to put some, maybe 1 or 2, I don't know, kilos off that. So it's up there, it is. But for some reason, and this is coming from a guy who now probably have owned, I don't know, like 5 of them since 10 years back. This is my 5th one, I guess. I think, I don't know. I have a lot of bikes. Fuck. But the weight isn't a problem, because the way how the power band works, or power works, it doesn't matter if it weighs like 150 kilos. It doesn't matter, because it's such a lively engine, and I've been missing that. As I said, I had a KTM 525 SX last summer, and by all means, that was a really, really strong bike. For what it was. But I wouldn't say that it didn't feel fast. It sounds strange, I know, but hear me out. It had like 52 rear wheel horsepower, while this has like 47. But it's the way those power, is brought up. The KTM was more like a chugging, like a huge tractor, like a diesel pulling machine or something. It had a lot of torque. I don't think I have any other machine with such ridiculous amount of torque. But from that, the mid-range was a really nice, mellow, strong hit, but you felt like nothing were, ripping your hands off, or you're like, oh shit, this is too much. You were like, it just came alive, and you're like, oh, I got power. Nice. But after that, it just had nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is flattens off and left you with a smooth little touch in the face. Then you have this thing, which is, it's okay torque. It's just like, hey, I'm here, nothing much. I will get you up this hill, but it won't be any jaw-dropping performance. Then the mid-range hit, and you're like, oh, holy shit. There's the power, and when you least expect it, it gives another freaking hit on top. It just keeps pulling. It just keeps pulling. It's like the power band goes like this, and just a hit right up, and then it continues and lands like just right in the top flat. While the KTM was like this and then it flattens off, and then it went a little bit down, sort of. It's a, I love this bike. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Well, this is the first time I could pull the throttle full out, and it got me excited. And it sucks that it is soon winter, because now I have to wait until spring until I can feel that again. That sucks, but hey, I got something to wait for. I will keep an eye out for the oil to see if there's milk today. As I said, this is my 4th or 5th ride with the new oil, and if it looks like milk now, then, well, fuck it. Sorry, language again. I have to buy a water pump seal kit. I cross my fingers. I noticed something else, though, before I take off, because now it's really starting to get gray or dark outside. Jesus. I noticed that the bike have gotten easier to start. When I got it, well, it all makes sense now when I think about it. It had old gas, old oil, everything, and not a clean carb. So anyway, I feel like the bike is easier to start now. Once I did all these maintenance to it. But I will see. Maybe it will be even more easier to start with the new spark plug and air filter. But yeah, overall, great bike. A lot of power, more than you can handle, actually. And it's actually really reliable. See this bike as a Swedish Volvo 240. It's a bit heavy, but if you have tuned it up, you got power, and you can drift, and all that sort of things that makes you hair stand up. If you have a chance to get one of these bikes, do it. And yeah, I think that's it. It's really cold and it's dark. Well, I guess I'm saying goodbye for this year. I will not put up any new videos of the bike for this year now. Maybe when I did the air filter and spark plug change. Maybe, just maybe. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. Would make me happy. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.